Clyde boy had to have his nail removed because he splintered it. Sorry if you can't hear me. This wind is kicking. Clyde splintered his nail and it was sticking up like a rhinoceros horn. So we had to take him in and they had to cut it off. They'd put him down and everything for it. It wasn't cool. And during that time, I got a back spasm. I had some stress, I think, caused a back spasm, as well as me doing some workouts and not having the right positions. But my sister and my mom and her husband and Eric, of course, were nice enough to come over and put the pool together for us. So that's a bonus. I'm up and walking again. I wasn't walking at all. I had to use a cane and I kind of looked like this for about a week. That wasn't cool. But I didn't take any Vicodin or painkillers or anything, pain pills, because last time it happened, the doctors decided to put me on like Lyrica, Vicodin, some muscle relaxers. So I got all bound up and pretty much they snowed me. What the doctor's words were, the PA, "Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be snowed on the couch." Well, who wants to be couch ridden for a month when all you got to do is some stretches? So anyway, I got off the couch, started doing my stretches, and went to the chiropractor, and I'm walking again, thank goodness. So, and then also in that process, I managed to, since my ribs were all out of place, my arms went numb, and I thought I was having a heart attack, so that gave me a panic attack. So I had a panic attack. I was couch bound, and I don't know, I did some pretty awful self-talk in the meantime, which didn't help my brain at all. So I'm getting back into the welcoming peace and love and light into my life, and doing some positive self-talk. So I don't put that many videos up because I don't like to get, I don't put them up I don't put a lot of videos up because I self-talk a lot, but I keep putting them up. So I just have, it's like my own little personal fear thing I'm getting over. I made these solar things for my pool out of some trash bags and hula hoops to try to help heat it up as well. It's been up about 3 days, and here we are. We're at 72.46. We're almost at 78. Awesome. I used a wire because last year I used that cheap yellow string that comes with it, and it pretty much disintegrates every year. So this year I decided to use some little thin speaker wire. Got my red Asiatics. Looking good. Grapes. Look at our grapes. This is great therapy here too. Walking around the yard, looking at everything growing. We tried a hay bale one, but the cucumbers and the kale are pretty sad looking. I think the hay bale just, even though it's shaded and everything, maybe it's too shaded, I just don't think it gets enough water. We have the automatic thing and I come out and water it myself, but I just don't think it gets enough water. And we definitely need to make our grape trellis bigger because this is all just Concord. And I have in this one, this is a green seedless hemrod down here. So that is going to need its own whole thing. See, this is all Concord. This, even over here to this tree, it's tying itself up. So I might actually have to move the green hemrod to another part of the yard. But the kale beds look fantastic. The asparagus bed, this is dill, which looks very similar to asparagus actually. Here's the baby asparagus. And here's the dill. So they look similar. Kiwi's got to be moved. Squash, not doing so great. But the kale and the collards look fantastic. These are so gorgeous. I'm going to have a big old kale sandwich tonight. Brussels sprouts popping up in the back. Spinach I didn't get too fast enough, but the red lettuce and the romaine lettuce, those are about ready to eat up. I could probably just take whatever leaves I wanted anyway, but it's too hot here for the spinach and it all just bolted, so pretty much I've just been kind of cutting that off and I can juice a little bit of it, juicing it. This giant thing here is the parsley. Parsley gone wild. I probably should cut it back. The time is about up. Time is up. Flowers are gone now, and it still smells good though. Yum. Cilantro. Time to be making some guacamole, some salsa. These are my daikon radishes that have gone to flower, and this is as big as they've gotten. Oh, looks like something ate the end out of that one. But that's as big as this one got. And then I realized how peppery they really were. The first one I had was sweet, but I realized they're peppery, so I probably won't be eating a lot of those. Oh, bees are gonna try to nest in there again. So I almost had like a my girl moment here. And I picked that up last week, and I could feel it buzzing. It was really scary, so I dropped it. And the whole head was full of bees. So they're making a nest in there again. So I pretty much dropped it and ran and came back and I just removed the thing. I'm not usually scared of bees. But swish sard's looking good. Gonna have some squash here soon. Oh yeah, squash is looking good. Strawberries. Most of them came up while I was out, when my back was out. So my sister came over and was nice enough to pick a bunch for me, but you can see, a bunch of them are getting eaten by other critters, and they're just kind of turning to wine, I guess, would be the best thing to say. They're just kind of, look at that. They just kind of fall and rot because I didn't get to them, but I still have some coming in. And this kiwi, holy cow. Vigorous grower is an understatement. So the middle one is our female, and she's going to go buck wild. So we're going to need to add, I think, a 4x4 post in the middle and probably at each end. And then we'll come out here and do like an awning or something overhead. But we actually do have, we got kiwi flowers. So we're going to have kiwi this year. Oh, fix a Clyda. Pretty much like every hour or two we have to replace that anyway, because he keeps chewing on it and trying to eat his nails off. We've got these black raspberries coming in. Delicious wild black raspberries, yum. They're so big and juicy. Well, the ones over here are. And then these are gonna be the giant blackberries. They're gonna be so big. Look how thick this one is. This is a new stock for next year. And it's almost as thick as my thumb. And these are the biggest pea flowers. I'm sorry, these are like the biggest pea leaves we've ever seen. They're huge. We're just now getting some peas. I think these will be some sugar snap peas. These asparagus we've kind of just let go and root, but I could probably cut them down and get some more out of it. And look back here on my scrap pile. Back here on the compost pile, the lamb's quarters are very happy, so I am going to try to juice some of those. And back there, I can't remember if that is a squash or a cucumber, because I thought it was dying, so I just put it back there. And I may have actually put a second one back there, so I might have one of each, I'm not sure. Thuas are very happy. Oh, here we go. Blueberries. We did move the blueberries over here in the shade, and they seem much, much happier now. And cherries? 0. How do you get 0 cherries? Like, there's not even any cherries on the tree. Like, we saw tons and tons of them starting from seed, but then as soon as right when they started like getting any meat on them at all, they had these little flies that bite the side of them and put a little black mark on them, and then they're gone. Like, they just disappear. So I guess as soon as they get seeds and these bugs start eating them, then they turn black and like necrosis looking and just fall off. And then I got tons of cherry trees trying to grow up underneath it. It's crazy. We did get new hammocks. Hammocks rock. And after we got the hammocks, we looked up online and they're only $99, so we ordered some of the hammocks with that have that netting over top of them so we can go camping. So this one's pretty cool. It's pretty big. I can close myself in here pretty good. This is the double nest by Eno. So I guess all the beginner people go to Eno first because it's like in stores. But then we went and got the hammocks are just awesome. We went and got the bug something. I forgot what it's called. But we got two of them. One of them is the Eno, but they have the zip ups. Oh, here we go. The Eno, we got the Eno Jungle Nest. And then this one is the Grand Trunk Skeeter Beater. And they have a zipper on it, and pretty much the skeeter part, the screen hangs on your ridge line, and then so it's not on your face, and it just zips up around it, which is the most awesome thing. This Suburban is back here because Eric will be putting it up in the air 3 inches. I think he's putting a 3-inch lift on this. So I'll come back to that project another time. We'll show you that. Got a sweet potato that was growing. I threw it in this bucket of water until I can plant it. So I'll be planting that. And I did pull up this purslane. So when I do some juicing, I'm going to juice purslane. And I'm going to also get some of the lamb's quarters from behind the shed. Potatoes looking alright. Everything up here like dehydrates really fast. So it's time to get to watering. This is the first time I've ever seen lettuce bolt like this. It's huge. Crazy. I think it's just a little bit warm up here, so these kales haven't really been taken off the greatest. They should be a lot bigger by now. The red kale's liking it. Got another dill up here. Check out all the milkweed we got. Kind of in between everything. Cement is hot. But we've got lots of milkweed, you can see here. And every year we get our monarch butterflies come. And I also have, you can just barely start seeing them. These are bee balm. I guess if you like butterflies and hummingbirds, you gotta have bee balm. Let's see if we can get closer. See that little pink sprig sticking out the top? The whole thing is gonna explode into like a giant pom-pom of those beautiful pink little pink flowers. That whole thing's gonna be a puffball of that one, like that sprig. All those sprigs are gonna pop out. It's gonna be awesome. And if you've never smelled a milkweed, you should. Milkweed are so fantastic. This smells so good. Here, get some smell-o-vision. We got our smell-o-vision on. Oh my gosh. What did somebody say? A friend of mine came over the other day and said it smells like lilacs on crack. So, my basil's doing good. Starting to get some flowers on it, but just been taking the tops off. I don't know if that helps it, but I'm doing it. I picked the tops off and then this basil smells so good. It's the Genovese. John Kohler said that was one of his favorite growers, and so we decided to try it. Watch out, Bonnie. It's time to go inside. Alright, y'all. Stay cool out there this summer. Do some positive self-talk, because you know who's hearing you the loudest is yourself. So just be thankful for things. I'm thankful for you, Bonnie, and I'm thankful for a man that can fix everything. I'm thankful for a lot of things, so there's a lot to be thankful for. So do some positive self-talk. Give yourself some positive affirmations because you deserve it. And while you're there, Plant some power for yourself, plant some peace within yourself, and eat some plants because it's peaceful. Mushrooms and kale, vegan ranch. Delicious. Kale and mushroom and onion sandwiches and wraps with some delicious toaster oven fries. Delicious. For some reason, these actually taste like hot dogs. Yum.